What's up with y'all? Jeff Sparkstar probably back in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, you know what I'm saying? Why your light is important, you know what I'm saying? Why it's important to express your light, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, the things you got on your mind, the things you want to express, when you hold those things in, you're in a space of where you're not creative, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that mental spark, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that mental creativity, you know what I'm saying? Because you're in a space of where what you're doing is you're not letting your shit shine, you know what I'm saying? Shine bright like a diamond, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why songs like these exist, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not letting your light shine, because if you're not letting your light shine, you got all this light you want to express to individuals and folks and even whatever it be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in a space of where you know where to let these things accumulate from, you know what I'm saying? Where to let these things happen, you know what I'm saying? Because it can be a minute. It can be a minute where you got that Stargate, that 2 to 3 second Stargate. You got to express what you really got to say. And if you don't know how to say it or what to say, then these things it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you got going on that you do think is creative or non-creative or whatever, you will let that seed blossom. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to be knowing where these things come from and where these things are happening from. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing that, you know how to express these things for real, because that's the space where you can get more of your creativity, especially if you're already creative. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you're just mundane and you got something you want to express. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be in a space where you got that certain audience you want to attract in general. So you might do it to people you already connected to, like with that in reality, you know what I'm saying? But let's say you already got a certain audience, or you got certain people, and fuck an audience, but it's just an example. It's what came to mind. You got certain you got a certain crowd, right? It's a better word, and you want to express that. You know what I'm saying? You might not. You might not have the right things to say unless you're creative, you know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't get there if you weren't creative, you know what I'm saying? So when you're creative, you got that mental authority, you know what I'm saying? You know where to make these things happen. So you're in a space of where now you're connecting the pieces, you know what I'm saying? You know where to put these things out, you know what I'm saying? You know how to put these things out there, you know what I'm saying? So you know where to keep these things going, when you put it to too much, you got enough, when you didn't put enough in, when you put enough, or you didn't put as much in, you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you know how to get that shit happening too. So now you're in a space of where you're controlling the actual, you know what I'm saying, the shit, you know what I'm saying? You're controlling the awarenesses and the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know how to control the awarenesses of the minds, you won't know how to interact with your inner self, because your inner self is the actual, like, creativity, which is your light, aka your sun. But you same thing, you know, so you just understand these terms and words, you know what I'm saying? Words just take you to these spaces. Words take you to these spaces. So the best you know how to, you know, to understand these things, that's how you understand. But yeah. Yeah, so when you're in a space where you're already accumulating, or when you got just that certain crowd there, and you know how to express it, you know how to understand the awarenesses, the minds, you know, it's like you gotta set that shit up yourself. You gotta make that shit perfect, or whatever you want to do, and pack it up, or control it, or whatever you're doing. And you got your mentality, which is brought out there, and you're controlling over that cloud. It's like you're a big ass cloud over that actual environment. So now you're playing the actual the actual, you know, the flame and the cloud, you know what I'm saying? So you're playing, you know how to control the imagination, and you become the actual cloud. So you're hovering over that fire. So you can control if you want to make it rain and put that fire out, or you can control if you want to make it earth and like I said, take that fire out and mold it out that earth. So mold it. So it's like, it's deep, but you gotta know where it's just these words. And you gotta be best believe I'm not talking about actual elements and actual flame and cloud and fire. This is a spiritual channel, you know, so shouts out for Light Boss, you know what I'm saying? But it's real shit, you know what I'm saying? It's the real thing that you gotta understand, real shit. But, you know what I'm saying? When you understand these things, you know how to accumulate these things from whatever perspective you're looking at these from, you know what I'm saying? And the best you know how to do with your abilities is the best you know how to do with your abilities. So you just gotta understand, if you know how to do it like a certain way, then do it that way. If you don't know how to do it, then don't do it. So it's the best you know how to understand these things, and that's how you become the actual the outcome to go with a situation, real shit. And Just Spark Star Pilot, we out this motherfucker.